Ada, Ada. Now whatever could this be? Anywho, hello everyone. This is Haruka. And this is Cold Pines. Now then, this is an indie horror game that released on itch.io last month, and it was on the front page for a minute, so of course I'm interested. That said, however, let's see what this is all about, shall we? Best play in the dark with headphones on. Why, yes, I'm doing both. Ooh, loving the atmosphere so far. And it seems we're in a gas station in the middle of nowhere, so this should be interesting. Ahem. To whoever's coming out, appreciate you making the trip. The place ain't much, but it runs. Mostly. You'll find Cold Pines Gas and Surfaces at 325 South Hill Road, Cold Pines. Where is that again? Just follow the old logging road past the creek. Can't miss it. The front door's locked, but I've stashed the key in the mailbox by the property line. Should be safe there as long as the wind hasn't blown it halfway to Canada. Last thing you'll find is an introductory letter on the counter inside. Jack. Why, thank you, Jack. Very appreciated. So we are in a gas station in the middle of nowhere, where I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen. I promise. But anywho, what do you mean it's 1999? Oh, better times indeed. We got a big red tractor. We got boxes. Blizzard shuts down town. Blah, 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 blah. You can pause and read all that if you want. I ain't got time to read. I got time for spooky. Oh, and they're talking about a missing boy. Got lost in the blizzard. Well, skill issue if I've ever heard one. Imagine getting lost in a blizzard. Couldn't be me. Now, the key to this gas station should be in the mailbox. How convenient. Alright, now we can do things proper. We're going to get jumped, aren't we? I'm savvy to how this works. Because once again, I am savvy to spooky video graphics. Anywho. Yes, my favorite channel. Static. Welcome to Cold Pines Gas and Service. I appreciate you braving the weather to cover the place tonight. The storm's shaping up to be a bad one, worse than we've had in years. Folks around here talked about the last one, but you don't need to worry about that. Alright then. Just gotta do tasks around the gas station. Get paid! At least I hope I'm getting paid, because goddamn. Alright. Objective numero uno. Get the boxes. Come here, Tiny Box Tim. No, wait. You're not Tiny Box Tim. You're Tiny Box Tom. Anywho. Just gotta, yeah. Put the boxes... Ah!
Look at this dude.
Sir! You could have given me a heart attack. And I mean this in the most respectful way possible. Fuck you! Oh, and you mentioned something about a dog. Alright, I'll find your dog. Scraggly-looking old man. You be safe now, you hear? There's something about that storm. Okay, overalls, what's your deal? Oh, and speaking of which, sir, despite my earlier accusation and statement of fuck you, you are walking out here in the middle of dead fuck nowhere with overalls. Put on a coat. Do you need a coat? I can get you a coat. Because the last thing I need is for you to die of hypothermia.
I walk a lonely
Alright, enough of that. So we need to find a lost dog. Got it. Yeah. That should be all the boxes. At least I hope so. Am I gonna get jumped? Well, the only time I did get jumped was by that old man, and he didn't mean nothing. Nani? Wait, is that my car? You dare fuck with my car, I'll kill you! Well, that was just a fake out if I've ever heard one. Yeah, old man mentioned something about a dog earlier. Where is the dog? What the dog doing? Well, I don't know, but I'm going to find it. I promise you that. But anywho... Is my car still intact? Yes, it is. I will say, the atmosphere on this game has been top-notch so far. And from what I saw on the itch.io page, this is the dev's first game. Well done, dear. You're doing great so far. But anywho... It's strange that we haven't had to fill up anyone's gas. At least not yet. Hold on, was that a dog collar back there? You go back and look at that. What was that? Yes. Wouldn't be a horror game without bolt cutters. And there is a dog collar. I wasn't mistaken after all. Now, what's in the field? What's in the field? Strange shadows reported during storm. Oh yeah! Old man mentioned something about dog being missing. Let's go in the field. Investigate. Nani? Nani the nani? And everything's going haywire. Yeah, sure. Can I leave now? Shit seems to be going tits up, and I'm in the middle of it. Okay, run. Run! Oh, and there was no dog. There was a dog here, and now it's gone. Doggone it. Anywho. So the dog was a lie. I see that now. Gotcha. Huh? What? What do you mean, aliens? And what do you mean that was the end? You know, if I had a nickel for every time there was a horror game with aliens involved, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it's happened twice now. But anywho, my darling subjects, that was Cold Pines. For a developer's first game, this was actually very well done. That said, however, if you lovely folks would like to play Cold Pines for yourself, I will leave a link in the description below as always. And if you lovely folks enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment to let me know and maybe subscribe while you're at it. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, my darling subjects.